Let me tell you why you shouldn't hesitate buying the Sunjoe dethatcher and scarifier. I've been reviewing these and putting them to the test for the last 5-6 years now, and the second generation Sunjoe is about as solid as it gets. If you're not familiar with scarifying and dethatching, the dethatcher is almost like a scalp brush for your lawn. It really just gets up all that dead debris, and it really boosts your color profile. This right here is called a scarifier. Almost looks like a tiller without the wings, and it just removes thatch from your lawn and allows your grass to thicken up. You get a little bit leveling properties on this, so if you guys have worm mounds, this is a fantastic device to use. I use the dethatcher once a month, but I'm a little bit overboard. I use this twice a year. Instead of aerating my lawn, I use this sometimes 4 times a year. The only downside to this machine really is that it feels like a Fisher-Price toy, but it's absolutely fantastic. Price-wise, you know, you're gonna spend $1,500 to $3,000 for a commercial power rake that only does one thing, and these kind of have their own range, but it's 1/10 the cost. So even if you were to pay somebody to do this service on your lawn, you're anywhere between 50 bucks on up to $120. 2 services, this thing pays for itself. Absolutely fantastic. Now the other thing is like, if you're on the fence of buying the corded edition versus the battery operated edition, I go corded 100% of the time. Yeah, it's inconvenient to have the cord, but the fact of the matter is the batteries only last about 20 minutes on these type of machines because they draw a lot of amps, which brings me into my next point. There is some added cost to purchasing this. You really need to buy a 12 gauge extension cord. So the reason being is the motor draws a lot of amps. So if you're using a 14, 16 gauge extension cord, you're most likely going to burn the motor out. I can tell you by experience that the negative reviews out there have more to do with the fact that people are using an extension cord that is not meant for this machine. It needs to be 12 gauge or larger. So if you get 100 feet out, 150 feet out, you actually need to go with a thicker gauge even than 12 gauge. But again, this is my review. Do not hesitate to buy the Sunjoe.